Hello everybody, and welcome to Skyward Sword. So I hear voices the rest of midnight. And Mia's quiet.
Sorry. Hello?
Let's see, so we have to find a dude, I think. There was some reason that we couldn't go to Thunderhead right away. Don't remember why. No? Not talk? Not you? It's one of these guys that I have to talk to before I can even go to Thunderhead. But I don't remember how to find out about that, let alone which person it was I had to talk to and why.
No.
The dog, well, I think I need to get one of my own. Yeah. For some reason I couldn't immediately go to Thunderhead, but oh well, since nobody's trying to stop me, I guess we will try to go to Thunderhead. I'm sure there's some reason I can't go. It seems to me like I had to get the thingy first. But maybe I can go to Thunderhead right away, and it's just when I have to get Levias later that I have to get the flying spin attack thingy. The spin attack that you make while you are on a bird.
Not playing.
And you know, I didn't reset the audio for Skype. So you're probably blaring loud again.
Oops.
Yeah, when I was editing episode 23 today, I'm sitting there like, okay, so I'm really quiet, and Mia is literally so loud that she's distorted. I'm gonna have to fix that. That's why I messaged you about it, but I guess we both forgot. So, oh well, no big deal. I'll just have to fix that by the next episode. I've got to check the audio for this episode anyway, because I have the recording set up a bit different this time. I'm hoping that the way I have it now will make me a bit louder, but it might actually make me quieter. Not entirely certain.
But yeah, I'm sorry I was quiet. Me and Robert were I was kind of reading what Robert was saying about, well, you see, we were having a discussion how we hate it that, like in stories, people think it's such a great idea to kill off a character only to have them bring back to life. And it's like, why do you even do that? There's no point.
I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't give the character a meaning to being dead in the first place.
Right. It really doesn't.
So, one, it's very, very off-putting, and two, it makes your audience have no feelings for the characters if they die.
Right. That it does.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember this puzzle. I kind of remember what I have to do, but I really don't at the same time. push this around. I think I need to get these to line up properly. For that, I think I need to do this. I think this will line them up right. No? Hang on.
Okay.
I don't remember this puzzle. So that's over there. I think I need all of them to just line up in a line. But how to make them line up in a line is the question. I can move these pieces like this. Back there. Push that further. Do those line up now? I think so. And so now I need to stop just that middle one. Or just the bottom one, I mean. But I can't stop just the bottom one. That stops it there. I can bring these around. I can't line them up. Sorry about the sounds in the background, by the way.
It's alright.
I can do about that. Well, I was mostly talking to the people watching about that. So I need to... Oh wait, I think I figured it out. I push this one more. Now they're all lined up. And if I rotate them around, now we got it.
Yay!
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, unfortunately in my house I have absolutely no private areas of which I can record without there being a pretty decent likelihood of some kind of noise in the background. So I try to record during the night when nobody is around, but unfortunately I'm not the only person that sleeps during the day. So there are still a couple people that wander around at night, which again, like I said, it does make it difficult to not have some kind of noise in the background. I try my best, but that's never a guarantee. So
Yep.
Actually, I was recording Lunar with Insanity earlier, and it was kind of funny because my mom came walking by as I was recording, and she's like, she did something, I don't remember what, she was like saying something, and then she realized that I'm recording, and she's like, oh wait, you're recording, aren't you? I was like, yes. She's like, sorry. I'm like, no worries, I'll just edit this out. I try to edit out any kind of interruptions and stuff like that, but unfortunately I can't do a lot for like background noises and stuff. So I do what I can, but I can only do so much in the way of editing. Ferora's Courage. Housing Melody will guide you. Nice. You learned Ferora's Courage. I love how Link can just like hear a song once and instantly know how to play it.
Yeah.
Now we have to collect all 3 of the flames. Head on to Faron Woods for the first one. Alrighty then. Okay. Some kind of weird, hard, crusty thing on the back of my neck. Don't know why. I like just felt it just now. It's weird. It almost feels like a scab to some kind of cut. But it's like right along the back of my neck. It's so weird. I don't know. Random information to try and create commentary, I guess. Cool. I just jump right off that. And go flying. Yeah, you think...
Well, I was going to say another topic thing we could talk about, but...
Oh. I was just gonna say that you would think that Link would be smart enough, like, anytime he jumps, to follow his bird, instead of, you know, the many, many times that you can fall into nothingness and have to be picked up by the knights because of the fact that he doesn't, you know, call for his bird.
Yep.
That's all I was gonna say. It really wasn't much of a topic, though, so... You have something. Yes, no?
What? Sorry.
I said if you have something.
Well, I was going to ask you, what, for any story, what do you hate the most? For any, like, fan story or actual story, what do you hate that writers tend to do in the story?
Make whiny characters and then write first-person stories out of them. Yes, that is a stab at Twilight. I absolutely despise Twilight with a passion. Anyway,
I've never seen Twilight. Probably a good thing.
I've never seen the movies. I've never read the books. But everybody that I've ever talked to that has read the books always states that Bella, the main character of the series, is super whiny, and the entire story is told first person from her viewpoint. So it becomes really, really obnoxious reading it, because she just whines through the entire book. And you can't not read the whining because it's all written in first person. And so most of the whining isn't even like her like talking.
It's her thoughts.
It's the description of the scene and she's just whining about it.
Wow.
I don't mind whiny characters. When the only thing that they do in the story is whine the entire time, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Yes, Fi, thank you for annoying the crap out of me with dowsing. Anyway. But that's a joke, really. Me saying that's more of a joke than me actually being serious with an answer. I mean, that is a serious. It is me being serious. I hate Twilight because, first of all, it's just a dumb book series, you know, and second of all, because of the fact that the main character is so whiny and such. I'm sorry, but I don't care how you explain it. Vampires can't go out in sunlight because they glitter. No.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
No.
Yeah, that is kind of a poor excuse on how to get vampires to walk out in the daylight.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's another thing I talked about with my friend our friend Robert. Yesterday, I think.
Your boyfriend.
Well, basically, we talked about how vampires have so many vulnerabilities based on how many stories were written about them, and yeah, they really suck. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just watch Angry Video Game Nerds video on it. It's sad.
Yeah, well, it's James Rolfe's video,
but
because
yeah.
it's his, you know what's bullshit video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, same person, just different characters. The bullshit man. But yeah, I was watching. I mean, I haven't watched it in a while. I did see that, and it really is kind of really hilarious and stupid because, like, you know, vampires, they can't cross running water, and they, you know, as James Rolfe put it, you know, you have nothing to worry about from vampires because they can't even enter your house unless they're invited, and it's, I mean, okay, the wooden stake through the heart and the crucifix, yeah, those I understand. The crucifix I do understand because it's the symbol of the cross and holy power and whatnot. The stake through the heart, you know, while it's sleeping you can stab it with a stake through the heart and it kills it, yada yada. And those things aren't so bad. But when you get to, like, you know, vampires can't be around garlic, which, okay, I guess I'll give them that much, whatever. But then, you know, they glitter in the sunlight, so they can't go out in the sun because of that. Or,
actually, they're mostly, originally they can't go out in the sunlight or they burn to death.
Right, that's the actual, property of it, but Twilight's was the glittering in the sun thing. Yep. Because she wanted her vampires to be able to go out in the sun and do stuff.
And that's kind of bullshit in itself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one of my fanfics, basically my explanation of, vampires can't go out in the sun. The thing is, yes, they can go out in the sun. It's just that they generally hunt at night. That means they sleep during the day.
Right.
Which is why you don't see them out in the day often.
Right.
It's not because they are afraid of it. It's because they are hunters. They need to, like, drink blood. AKA, if they try doing that in the daylight, they are going to get caught.
Right.
So they do any hunting at nighttime, and that's kind of.
Oh shoot! I forgot I have to find the symbol before I can do this part.
But yeah, that's my explanation and how I can get vampires to walk out in the daylight.
Yeah.
They're not afraid of it. It's like I was able to make a good explanation on why you don't see vampires in the daylight. That's sad.
Well, nobody ever said Stephanie Meyer had any creativity or actual ability to write. So, I'm sorry, but her books are poor and her logic is even poorer. Yep. And not only is she a bad writer who desperately needs to take a writing course, but so is the person that wrote 50 Shades of Grey, because it was a horrible book written originally as and get this, it was originally a fan fiction for Twilight that she decided to change some names in and then publish the book. I'm sorry, but the Twilight series, Twilight books are horrible to begin with. You know, beyond that it's just bad. Do I have to use the dowsing on this thing? Yeah. Okay, I can't even do anything with that yet. Oh no, wait. Oh, wait a minute. I am confusing myself with something else. Confusing the current path I'm taking for something else there. That was almost bad. Hey, did that pretty easily. Yeah, I absolutely despise the Twilight series. I know, yeah, I know a lot of people are going to comment being like, you've never read it, how can you tell me that it's bad? I can tell you that it's bad because A, the main character whines through the entire book, and supposedly that's a good thing. B, I'm sorry, sparkling vampires, no. Third reason, she contradicted herself at one point. I guess Edward and Bella couldn't, like, have children or something. Like, they couldn't have sex or something because of the fact that he's a vampire and something like that would, like, kill her for some reason. And then they completely disregard that. Fourth, he's an undead creature. How does he have children?
Yeah.
I mean, these are just 4 reasons why the Twilight series is a bad series, and I don't even have to read it to know that. You know? You contradict yourself completely in all of your books. You do whatever the heck you feel like because, hey, you know, I want to do this, so I'm going to come up with some bullcrap reason. I'm sorry, but no. There is, you know, there are things you can do, there are things you can't do. Telling me that vampires can't go out in the sun because they glitter is...
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just a bad way to get vampire out in the sunlight.
Right.
And
I'm sorry, if I was a vampire and I glittered in the sunlight, you know what I'd do? Walk out in the sunlight, because apparently I don't have to sleep, and so I can kill everybody in the world to feast on. I don't have to hide away for hours on end in the day.
Actually, her explanation for glittery vampires is they're... what? They don't feast on humans or something. They're vegans, I think.
Well, her thing about her vampires was that they were vegan vampires. That had nothing to do with the fact that they glittered, though. They just glittered for no reason. It's just they're vegan vampires, you know? It's like, yeah, they're bloodthirsty creatures, and for some odd reason, bloodthirsty creatures feast off of the blood of animals instead of humans. Even though technically you would be incompatible and wouldn't be able to actually do that. You know, there is a logic behind the fact that vampires feast off of human blood, and it's partially the fact that human and animal blood is incompatible with each other.
Yeah.
If they weren't, then we would have no problems with people needing blood transfusions because we just make a bunch of animal farms and harvest blood from them. We can't do that because we're not compatible. So it's I'm sorry, but no, you can't have a vampire feast on animal blood because they're not compatible with each other. You know, there is a reason. In fact, vampires don't even feast on the blood so much. It's the plasma that they need. You know? And that's why they can't feast off of, animals. So...
I would like to mention, when you're writing a story about a monster, about monsters in general, you don't have to say, "Oh, this is a vampire. I better use all its well-known vulnerabilities for it." No, you don't have to do that, but you kind of have to also make it reasonable.
Yeah.
Again, I have a vampire fanfic, and guess what? Vampires doesn't have all the vulnerabilities as a vampire, and the reason is that in my fanfic, it's considered as more of a virus that spreads through blood.
Yay! We got the Dusk Relics.
Yay!
Speaking of Dust Relics, I do actually need to grind some Dust Relics since I'm in here, so I may go ahead and do that during the next episode. Speaking of the next episode, it's probably about time to switch.
Really get to the safe zone first.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can always pause it, no big deal.
Oh, right.
But if you've been enjoying, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like. Check me out on Patreon. And check out Mia's channel. And we'll see everybody in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Keep calm and punny on, everybody.